All right, so Aquila 54 Helm Station overview, just kind of identifying some of the items that you're going to find on the Helm Station. So when you hear somebody say, hey, your P70R, you know what that may be. We're going to start on the dash work, left to right. Up top here you have your Volvo Penta screen. So this is actually a Garmin display, which actually is a chart plotter. So you could use it as a chart plotter if you'd like. Sorry, we got some reboots going on, some software updates. This is your Volvo Penta screen. Down below it is your Touch 5. This is for your C-Zones system. To the right of that you have your chart plotter, or known as an MFD for multi-function display. Then back down here on the actual dash, we're going to move all the way over to the left. You have a USB in here, a dual USB charger here, plus also a 12-volt outlet. Then you have another air conditioning control for a blower. On the dash, you have a lot of push buttons for courtesy lights, navigation, anchor, so on and so forth. Over here you have a spotlight control, which you would need to activate. It should activate at C mode. Next to it here you have a Fusion remote control that controls the stereo downstairs with zoning options to it. Down here you have a side power, which is for your thrusters if they're installed and you have them. To power them, it's not just one button, but it's both of them. Once you get both, oh sorry, I have the battery switches off. Once you press both these, you'll get a light here, and then it'll engage the thrusters, turn it off, or it will time out automatically. A compass, can't do much with that one. Down below you have, this is a Raymarine P70R, so this is your autopilot rotary head remote or control. You have your autopilot function, tracking function, standby, and then there's some other settings in there for commissioning and also how it operates. So read the manual. So these things have a lot of different options that are not used, quite frankly, very often. This is just a small little basically display that you can configure however you'd like. If you want to have just depth on it, or if you need some navigation information, or want to know what the sea temperature is in case you're going in the water. Over here you have your main binnacle, so this is your throttles for your Volvo Penta. If you have Cummins, it'd be installed in that position. Throttle only control, most of them come with throttle only control, cruise control, and single lever option now. Some do and some don't. So push the buttons and try to figure out what happens, which one works. Then moving just directly below over here, here's the actual called a E key. This is your ignition, start and stop. You have your VHF handheld over here, connects to the main VHF downstairs. You have a tilt helm down at the bottom. You're able to tilt this helm if you'd like. These are your two fireboard controls. You can't hurt them. You can touch them, push whatever buttons. You're not going to damage anything. You have a button, this for the port side, this for the starboard side. This is just dims the light, and this one is an override if you have a bottle go off. At that point you need to maybe phone a friend and ask for a little bit of help. Here's your wiper control, and here's your Optimus steering system display. That's the Helm Station on the Aquila 54.